joining me for your June 2021 Astro Tarot Forecast. My name is Audrey Alison, and I am shuffling the Haunted House Tarot by Sasha Graham. Please watch your sun sign, Gemmy, your moon sign, and your ascendant, your rising sign, for a full dose of the cosmos for the month. Wow, Gem. First of all, happy birthday. Happy solar return again. You know I adore you. I am also a Gemini, and I can't help but be biased a little bit. So we've got so much going on here because Mercury is retrograde right now in our sign. You'll know this because I'll be tripping over my tongue during this forecast. But things have been technically off and weird, and I've had the cable company, or I've had the fiber optic company here twice since this retrograde, and it's only 4 days in. So just weird things like that are happening, and I'm sure that that's happening for Gemmy. Just still think before you speak in this time, and it's not as important to quickly rush back with an answer as it is to make sure that the answer is really one you want to give. So on June 2nd, Gemmy, Venus enters Cancer through June 27th. We love this because we're now fully beautified with Venus having gone through the first house. Everything's trimmed, everything's tended to, but now Venus is in the second house of money and worth. How are you feeling? How confident is Gemini about what they are worth? It's time to ask for what you need in your career. This is about increase. This is about having an attraction to a certain type of earnings. Venus is attraction, and if you are up in the running for a promotion, you want to go up right now in this competitive energy. I'll explain that when it comes to Mars's transit on June 11th, but Venus in the second house works for you because this is a soothing of the worth sector. This is about ease and grace, not struggle. So Gemini might have an opportunity that comes in before the 27th to assist in their earnings. And then on the 10th, we have the new moon solar eclipse at 19 degrees of Gemini. So for those of you born at that 19-degree mark, you're truly prepared for a fresh start. But for all Geminis, this is a clearing of the path for us. It's a clearing of the way. What has been up until this point does not need to continue. You are claiming and calling the shots, especially for the physical self. Taking control over your body and what needs to happen to tend to it, to function, and to live life at its fullest is essential mid-month for Gemini. Depression can happen. Geminis are lighthearted, but there's another side that can be prone to the downfall and to the depressive energies, and this eclipse affords you a new strategy to truly tend to and commit to the physical achievement, the physical goal, whether that's internal health, mental health, body health. It's all there, mind, body, soul. On the 11th of June, Mars enters Leo in the third house of marketing, expression, communication, writing, publishing. How is Gemini promoting themselves? Mars in the third house, while Venus is in the second, tells me Gemini is busy. Gemini is garnering interest and workflow. If you are writing, if you are working on something that you are producing and that you are responsible for creating, from June 11th through August 11th, you have assistance with the planet of action in this area. This is a stimulating transit for Gemini writers and creators. You could rebrand your entire business at this time. You're focused on all things third house. Gosh, it's vast. You're focused on the writing and editing of any website you're responsible for and or publishing. You're focused on your local area and neighbors and community and siblings, the third sector of who is close to you in terms of sibling relationships and proximity relationships. There's a desire, which is also Mars, to connect, and passion. There's a passion to have those barbecues now. I mean, damn it, we have been indoors. Mars in the third house is saying, look, we've got summer fever and we're not going inside ever again. Tend to the relationships with your siblings, if you have them. On June 20th, the sun exits Gemini and enters Cancer at 11:32 p.m. on the eastern coast of the U.S. in the northern hemisphere. And when the sun enters Cancer on June 20th, he will be conjunct Venus in the second house of money, worth, confidence, and value. So Gemini is making moves in business and independent business even. Creative projects that you are generating, that you're solely responsible for generating the income for. Those types of businesses will shine in this month of June, regardless of your ruling planet being retrograde. Mercury goes direct on the 22nd of June at 16 degrees of Gemini in your first house. So you will have 2 weeks additionally for Mercury direct in your first house to make up for any lost time. If you had a pause here in productivity, it's common. If your mind has been running on empty, which totally has been me, you'll have replenished energy here with Mercury direct from June 22nd in Gemini through the end of the month. Let's see what's here in the tarot. I'm anxious to see what comes up for Gemmy. And if you'd like a private reading that's really honed in for you according to your specific natal chart and your tarot, then I am at audreyalison.com. You can actually book a reading by going to my book a reading tab and selecting the reading length you'd like and making your payment. And then you pick the actual day on the calendar and the time that works for you. I have a few availabilities left in the last 2 weeks of June, very limited, but I have availability the last 2 weeks of July. It seems like people are booking, so if you want to get on the calendar, do so. I'd be excited to read for you. I love doing this, and here's what we have, Gemmy. Wow, 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands. You're willing to work for it. You've created something worth fighting for, standing up for, staking claim over. There's a lot of power to the 7 of Wands, but watch the inclination to be defensive, overly defensive for no reason. Watch what you take action in while Mercury is still retrograde, what you choose to participate in. The Star, hope, recognition. Gemini can see their future, or at least here where they want to be. Sometimes your pace can get slowed and then pick up and then slowed. Do not let that deter you. You move forward unwavering. Interesting. Judgment. Some Geminis are carrying the weight of the family on them, and even the ones that have passed. You're now taking care of people in the family, and you feel an overwhelming responsibility or burden to some people. if you can't handle, oh no, you can't handle everyone else's tasks when you can't handle your own. And this tells me that Gemmy should really make sure that they are taken care of first before giving to others. Oh, that's like on the airplanes. Put the oxygen mask on you before you put it on the other people so you can be of service to them. That's what this message is about. Make sure you're taking care of you, because the burden that's been left behind for some Gemmies is overwhelming. And it's almost impossible for you to succeed in an overwhelming burden that's kind of set up for failure here. I mean, if you're responsible for taking care of 10 family members and none of them are your children, what is going on here? Why aren't people taking care of themselves? Five of Cups. So I did mention in this reading, and this is not usual for me to be talking about any type of depression when it comes to a Gemini reading. But you know, everyone, we're just human, and there's regret or remorse that can make Gemmy look back instead of looking forward. And you really want to tread lightly. You don't want to look too deeply into what you've already done. There's no changing that. It only creates anxiety. Work with what you have and trust what is functional in you at the present moment. I hope this was helpful for you, Gemini. I'm getting dizzy. I gotta go. I'm wishing you a happy birthday, and I love you. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.